Blackstone Publishing presents The Last List of Miss Judith Kratt by Andrea Bobotis. This book is read by Bernadette Dunne. Dedication. For my mom, spinner of stories. Murder stuns distinguished family. Quincy Kratt, age 14, sustained a fatal gunshot wound to his person in the early hours of Friday, December 20th. Young Mr. Kratt was a scion of the cotton industry in Bound, South Carolina. His father, the influential businessman Brayburn Kratt, is one of our local captains of that industry. The principal suspect in the shooting is a Negro called Charlie Watson, who was employed by the Kratt Mercantile Company, and whose whereabouts are as yet unknown. York Herald, Saturday, December 21st, 1929. Chapter 1. May, 1989. Whenever I hear a train's horn in the distance, that bruised sound, I think of Quincy. He spent half his days down at the depot, true enough, but it's the nature of the sound that reminds me of him, how it's at once familiar and remote, how upon hearing it I feel obliged to lift my gaze and weigh the horizon, but how it leaves me with less than I had before, eyes reaching toward something I'll never see. After all, where that train's headed, stretching across some unseen field, is anybody's guess. Same could always be said of my brother. That afternoon the train's horn made me wonder. What would remind my brother of me? I thought it might be a good question for Alva, who was sitting with me in the sunroom, both of us warming our old bones, I on the cushioned seat and she the uncushioned, her preference, our feet sharing the wicker ottoman so that now and again my foot accidentally nudged hers. The sound of that faraway train settled in my ear like a teaspoon of water, but Alva, eyes closed, was humming a cheery little something, and every few bars a smile surfaced on her face. When I asked the question, what would remind Quincy of me? Her smile fled the room. Perhaps it was unfair of me to saddle her with the question, especially—
Sample complete. Ready to continue?